Yep, it has come to that. I really want to talk about the actually magnificent Payback pay-per-view we had tonight from WWE, and I really didn't know what else to stream to go with it, and I didn't know what else to stream to talk about it, and so yeah, it has succumbed to that. I have finally succumbed into being just like every other typical streamer out there, and am now streaming freaking Fall Guys. Yep. Let me bring the stream up here, though, on my computer real quick, in case any of you do decide to join me on the stream today. So we can talk about the Payback pay-per-view that took place tonight. I quite enjoyed it. Oh, man. But yes, let's go ahead and... oh, my seat can't go up any higher, never mind. But yes, let's go ahead and get started here. Should message Kingdom to feel free to, you know, he can't join me. He's in a PlayStation Plus, so text message him to feel free to join me though if he wants to talk about the pay-per-view. Feel free to send me a party. Oh, god dang. Gosh dang it. And by any ways, though, if you want to talk about Payback. Alright, let's get started though, shall we? I don't think I really have enough stuff to upgrade anything to my attire anyway, so I don't really care about that. Right now, we're just gonna jump straight into a game, at which I will proceed to suck the ever-living hell out of. But yeah, I mean, the pay-per-view, again, I thought was actually really good tonight. I was thoroughly surprised. There is literally only one or two things overall I didn't like about the pay-per-view. That was it. That was it, to be honest. I mean, maybe three. Like, I didn't like that Bray Wyatt had to lose his title. I feel bad that half his reigns, or half his reigns with the belt, are just transitional championship reigns. Transition to another new champion. I feel bad that he never really has any. And he has any. Oh my god! Never has any actual lengthy reigns with the belt. I was going so well. This was going so well for me at first. I feel bad that he never has any, you know, lengthy reigns with the belt. But the way that they did it, the way that they took the belt off of him, though, was the most perfect and best way that they could have done it when having Roman Reigns defeat him. Because they protected his character really well by having it done in a triple threat match. They made it so he didn't get pinned, and he still looked really strong. Because the only way that Roman was even able to fight the Fiend off was by hitting him with a low blow, and that's after he came out, you know. Oh crap, I can't accept that party invite. Oh, I'll do it after we see if I qualify or not. Which I doubt I will find out. But yeah, they did it perfectly, because they still made Bray's Fiend gimmick look strong. Okay, here we go. No! Okay, let me go accept the party invite from Kingdom. Off to a great effing start here. This is why I didn't want to stream this game. Hey! Hey, so hear me out. Hear me out with this crazy statement. I'm actually semi-glad that they changed plans and had the Fiend lose to Goldberg. Because if they didn't, hear me out, we would have had the Roman versus Fiend match, right? Where Roman would have just beaten the Fiend clean probably for it. Correct?
Wait, hold on, when did they change plans?
I'm talking about when they changed plans from having the Fiend versus Roman at WrestleMania to doing the Roman versus Goldberg, but how it was originally supposed to be Roman versus the Fiend, but then they changed plans by having Goldberg defeat the Fiend. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I mean, Goldberg beat the Fiend at a Saudi show, if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm actually glad that they went with that route almost. You know why? Because if
Why?
they didn't, they would have gone with the original plan of having Goldberg, you know, defeat the Fiend clean probably at WrestleMania. But it was best to have Roman obviously beat the Fiend this way. Now, yes, either way, the Fiend shouldn't have lost a match to anyone yet, let alone Goldberg. But I don't know, they've done a really good job of protecting his character though. Again,
Okay,
I just feel really bad though for Bray Wyatt never getting an actual reign with a belt. It probably never will.
I feel kind of bad for Braun.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And now, at least Braun got a run though. He was originally never even supposed to have one. How's it going, Wrestling Talk?
I know, that's
I mean, so I can't really feel bad for Braun in that situation because he got something that he probably never would have had otherwise. And you know, the more I think about it, characters like the Fiend don't really get lengthy title reigns anyways. Because you think about characters like the Fiend, like Mankind or Kane. Did they ever get lengthy title runs? No. It's just a sad but true fact.
I mean, Kane got a few months at one point.
You went 8-0 on your predictions? Awesome. It actually was a pretty easy pay-per-view to predict, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Although I was surprised by a few outcomes. Like, I didn't know what they were going to do for the Randy Orton versus Keith Lee match, but I'm surprised they did let Keith Lee go over. I'm happy about that.
I did say Keith Lee was going to go over. He had to.
Yeah,
that was the only choice.
And I didn't know what they were going to do for sure on the triple threat match, but I should have predicted that WWE once again would have had no problem making Bray a transitional champ.
I mean, at least he didn't take the pin. Number one, he didn't take the pin.
Ooh,
Two, they broke the ring.
Oh man, I don't want a freaking Roman versus Drew rematch at Survivor Series.
I mean, I just want a Roman versus Big E storyline.
I know, dude. I want that for WrestleMania. That would be. I think that would be a great WrestleMania main event. Roman
I think we need to. Here's the thing.
Big E wins the Rumble. I want that so bad.
The problem with that is that Woods will be back by then.
I don't care. I mean, they were supporting Kofi in his single run. It could be the same way. They can just support Big E as he's continuing his single reign.
I mean, I guess.
Nia and Sonya is a powerhouse team. I like it. It kind of reminds me of Team Hell No. I still think it was sloppily thrown together, but I don't
like the team itself was sloppily thrown together.
And that finish though, though, oh my god, that was great.
The double submission by Shayna Baszler. That was absolutely impressive.
That was, I love that, and the way that she used Sasha's arm. That was, oh, it was great.
So, wait, hold on. Oh no. I feel like that's gonna be something that they could use. It's like, I tapped out to Sasha, so technically we didn't lose.
Oh my gosh, no.
You can see Bayley doing that.
I can see her doing that, but you know that they're totally just gonna start Bayley versus Sasha already, because if they drag it on any longer teasing it's gonna be dead in the water at this point.
It already is dead in the water.
Yeah, it's almost, yeah. Goldberg versus Roman at WrestleMania 37. Boo!
No!
Big E! Big E! I don't want any more boring Roman matches at WrestleMania.
I don't want any brand versus brand matches, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like, title-wise, I want championship defenses like there was last year.
I want Goldberg dead. Kayfabe-wise.
But don't forget that. They didn't have brand versus brand championship last year with the world titles.
Oh yeah, they didn't.
Because Brock fought Ray.
I actually like those, though, at Survivor Series.
Like, they did do the women's title one.
Yeah, I'm happy Bobby won too. I really think Bobby needed to win in order to keep the Hurt Business looking at like any level of a threat at all.
Am I the only one who watched the pre-show?
Yes. Although I am glad that they finally let them get a win over the Iconics, because this whole time it's like, what was the point of getting them back together if they're just still losing?
Yeah, it was. it was a good match? Question mark?
I don't think we had a bad match at the actual Payback pay-per-view itself, though. I think.
No. What match stole the show?
Um. Actually, it might be the tag team match. Actually, the one for if we were talking about one that like was not expected to be fantastic. That was. I don't know. Not pretty good. Oh no!
Which tag team match?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Well, the women's if we're talking about like unexpectedly great.
Yes.
But
because I expected the other one to be good.
Of course, right?
a match with Ray and Seth and Murphy is good no matter what.
Yeah.
I had Dominic in, who's surprisingly good.
So you know what's funny? The second I turned away from the TV is the second that Murphy accidentally kicked Seth in the face. So all I heard was on commentary, he just kicked Seth in the face, and I'm like, wait, did Murphy just turn face? What the hell? So I had to rewind it. I was like, oh no, it was an accident. Never mind. But I was like, what the heck? Like,
no, it was.
Like, why did Murphy turn face? Payback was better than SummerSlam for the most part. I agree, actually.
I agree with that. Like
every match outcome ended like it should have, pretty much.
Yes. Like,
and I mean, SummerSlam so rare to say about a pay-per-view today.
Yes. I mean, there wasn't any. I mean, I kind of don't like that they took the title from Apollo Crews, but that's a mute point at this point.
Yeah, but I feel like in order to keep the her business as looking like an actual threatening stable, you can't have them keep losing, like talking trash, and then.
I understand that. Yeah. You know, I get that.
And especially since the whole thing started with wanting to push Bobby's character. It's like, oh, and he just lost his second title match. Okay, what was the point of this?
Yeah.
Oh no, this looks like hell.
Who... Like, let's see. I'm trying to go through the card in my head.
This is what I imagine hell looks like in real life now. It's just Fall Guys in real life.
So...
Oh no, no.
I'm not surprised. I don't think I'm surprised by it. But can we talk about Big E trying to kill himself with that splash on the apron?
Oh yeah, dude. He's always trying to kill himself with his own G-Spears and everything.
My shoulder hurt after I saw him do that.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
I'll get to your comments in a minute, Wrestling Talk.
Oh yeah,
I realize it's hard to keep up with comments while doing a live game. This is actually a pretty bad idea. I wasn't going to stream my next game, Assassin's Creed Rogue, but I know Kyle wanted to see that one, and he's like asleep right now.
I mean, you could have done Tomb Raider.
I could have, but then I'd have to download it. Because I have it purchased, I just don't have it downloaded.
Ah, okay. Next month's games are pretty bad, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
No. PUBG and Street Fighter.
I made it to round 3, though. That was impressive. Payback was... Oh, wait. The Nia match was awesome. Yeah, I agree. It's been 6 months. No IC title on a pay-per-view. Dear gosh. Why?
Was the last one Sammy versus Daniel?
Oh my gosh, it might have been. Yeah. And it's funny, the only reason the IC title is on the next pay-per-view is because it has to be. That's literally the only reason.
What's the next one?
It's the Clash of Champions, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, so I actually called it right. So I said it was either Clash of Champions or Hell in a Cell, because they swap those sometimes.
Oh, yeah, they do.
The fact that we're getting
that's weird, because Hell in a Cell should always be in October, because it like just fits the Halloween thing.
Yes, normally it is, but sometimes they switch it, like...
It makes no sense. Alright, I'm gonna go to the broadcast settings and change where my camera is placed at, so I can actually keep track of like who's eliminated and whatnot. Clip video. Upper left. There we go. I'm going to Prescott tomorrow. You would laugh if I said for an early movie screening.
I actually wouldn't. It doesn't surprise me, but I wouldn't laugh.
Yeah, I'm going
now,
to
the question is what movie?
I'm going to see Tenet. If you know.
I haven't heard of that, so.
Do you know who Christopher Nolan is? Or you actually haven't seen the Dark Knight trilogy? Have you
No, I
seen?
haven't.
Have you seen Inception?
Nope.
Have you heard of Inception?
I have heard Inception.
Have you seen Interstellar?
No, of course not.
Okay. The Pursuit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Have
It's
you
funny
seen
because
Hot
it's one of those
Rod?
movies. It's one of those movies where you can't really. No one even knows what the plot is really because you can't hardly describe the plot without spoiling it.
Okay.
But it's really cool. It deals with like time and stuff. Like this guy is able to like turn back time and turn forward time. So there are literally like battle sequences going on while like one guy's going back in time and then the other guy's going forward, and they're like fight. It's insane. Clash of Champions on September 27th. Cool.
At least it's almost a month away.
Yeah, at least we'll have build up to this pay. You know what's funny though? I feel like WWE does the best when they have to last minute throw their pay-per-views together for some reason.
It's not false.
Because I can't remember what pay-per-view it was, but I remember there was another pay-per-view from like last year that ended up being like the best pay-per-view, and it was like another last minute thrown together one.
I don't know.
I
I
just
just
wish I could
know.
remember what it was.
I really wish this game didn't make it so easy to knock out your training partner.
You're playing UFC.
Yes, I knock him out every single time in like 7 hits. And I'm like, bruh,
I'm surprised you don't stream that.
I'm thinking about it. It's just that, you know, with getting a job and everything, I'm trying not to overbook myself.
Channel.
Because like I said it like a month ago, I want to change my games to more just fighting based. That's what I do. I am a fighting based player.
I mean, that could help your channel too if you just have it like centered toward like
Yeah,
your
like there's some
audience.
games I want to finish and some series I want to finish. Because I want to finish Kingdom Hearts series, but I'm only on game 2. So, but that game is the game of my childhood.
Gotcha.
Like, my childhood was 3 series: Guitar Hero, Kingdom Hearts, and SmackDown vs. Raw.
My childhood was, oh yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw. Because here the 2 consoles my childhood consisted of mainly was the GameCube and the PSP.
PSP. The PSP was a good console.
Yep.
Like, I honestly believe that. I like
No, I
the
do too.
PSP.
That's why I played all the SmackDown vs. Raw games on.
I eventually played on that, but I had like we had a lot of consoles.
Yeah.
Occasionally, just because my dad wanted them.
Because if
It
you
was
say
really
childhood game, the first thing my mind goes to would probably instantly be like Super Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion.
So, what age do you qualify as the last year of childhood games?
Ooh, I don't know, maybe 15?
I count mine as 11.
11, yeah. Yeah, I was asking, my original answer was gonna be 12. I'm like, I don't know, what age though is one considered no longer a child? Technically.
I mean, technically you could go 8.
Well, what do you
Because-
call then after you're 8? Just a kid?
I mean, I was saying 8 because that's the age of accountability, as you
Right.
know.
But you're still a child.
Yes, that's why
I mean, you're
didn't say
accountable,
8.
but you're still...
That's why I chose 11, which is right before you're a preteen.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're
why I was gonna go
basically
12 originally, because that's right before you were teen.
getting-
Yeah, in case
so-
no one knew that, I don't know if anyone knew that you turn teen once you become 13.
Wow, Hobbs.
And a groundbreaking knowledge being spilled right here.
So that was 2009 for me, is when I turned 11, if we're going by 11.
If we're going by that year, I think my last childhood game was Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword was 2009?
I think it was around that. I don't know.
I feel like it was, I don't know, I
2011
feel
maybe.
like it might have been 2010. It was late in the year. I know that because my sister got it for her birthday.
Oh, nice. It was funny. I remember buying that game. I saved up my allowance for it at the time. So yeah, I guess you could count that as a childhood game. I saved my allowance. Just that sentence alone. Um, I remember saving up my allowance for it so I could get it on like launch date. And it was funny because I posted on Facebook and my like uncle commented on the post. He's like, "My wife's making me wait for mine under the damn Christmas tree."
That's great.
It was so great.
That's actually great.
Oh,
I tried.
2011. Yeah, I was right. 2011.
Okay. I knew it was near the end of my middle school tenure, so that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. You know what's sad? I did a Let's Play on that game. Got to the very final boss. Was getting ready to record the finale that day, and that was also the day that my Wii decided to die. Yeah.
So, I think the one game in my childhood that represents my childhood is SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
Was that the one with Shawn Michaels on the cover, DX on the cover?
No, that was 2009.
Yeah, you're right.
2007 was the last game that had Benoit. It was the game that got me into wrestling.
I thought your brother got you into wrestling.
Well, and we shared a room at night. Yeah. So
that would do it. That's cool.
So that was the first game that was his that I played, and we didn't get 2008 because that game was trash anyways. But 2000, I don't know what it was about 2007. I think I really liked the controls at the time, and like I guess I was captivated. There's two superstars that actually captivated me in that game: Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker. So that's why I always.
Which one had the campaign where you could like go after the Undertaker's undefeated streak?
2011.
That was a good one. I also liked the one where you start out as a superstar from the crowd and you like fight Santino or something.
That was 2010. Yes, I know these ones too well.
Well, what were the ones where you got messages from Vicky Guerrero all the time?
Vicky Guerrero.
I remember there was one campaign where you just constantly get text messages from Vicky Guerrero. I don't know why I remember this, but...
I don't know what that one was. That might have been a 2008 one. Because I've never played that one.
Well, it would make sense that the trash one had Vicky Guerrero in it.
Because 2009 had CM Punk as one of the stories. Because that was still when ECW was the thing.
I think that was the one. Was that the one with Bobby Lashley on the cover too?
2008 was the one with Bobby Lashley. 2009 was DX. Remember? I just said that.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley was on the cover of the worst one. What is that? Shocker.
Ow! I was jumped into a gigantic ball.
So... Okay. 2010 had Edge. Oh, 2010 had the Edge one where Edge spears Maria and then becomes the general manager while world champion. And that storyline evolved quickly. It also had Shawn Michaels and JBL and Brian Kendrick trying to retire Shawn. Mickey James.
Holy crap, I feel old by that sentence.
What?
JBL and Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick.
Jesus Christ, that's going back. That's going back.
Mickey James. I don't even know the storyline for that one. I didn't care for it. Randy Orton actually being the Legend Killer.
I remember that.
Because he, like, kicked Dusty in the head, or kicked Ted in the head. He kicked his own father in the head.
One of them had an Inferno match in the campaign. I think it's Kane.
It was against Kane, and it was the created superstar one.
Hmm.
Because Vince is like, beat this man, and you get to fight me at Mania, or something like that.
Yeah.
It was something ridiculous.
Well, it did come from the mouth of Vince, so I think it's bound to happen.
Oh, 2010 also had Brain Warfare, where you fought to become the champion of champions. So, 2010 was definitely a good one, but 2007 definitely has that place in my heart more than the others because of the reasons I already gave you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the matches tonight. I can't even think of them. Because it started with Apollo and Bobby. Actually, now that I think of it, that move actually looks really painful when I think about the full Lashley. Because the way he did it, he had the legs wrapped around the legs of Cruz. So Cruz couldn't stand at that point. So at that point, he's at Lashley's full mercy. Also, did you have to buy the Chick Magnet shirt?
Yup.
And now you gotta wait. You know, every time you wear that shirt, you have to wear a fedora, right?
Oh my gosh, you know what's funny is I probably have the exact same looking fedora too. Somewhere.
That's why I said it.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. There's like all in a closet now collecting dust.
I still remember all of your freaking fedoras.
I can just open that closet and be like, and here is my weird high school phase. Never again.
I just remember I feel like every time you came into seminary that you showed up, you just had a fedora on. A different fedora every time.
Probably.
Most of the time you were tired.
I'm always tired. I think the day that I'm not tired will probably honestly be the day that I'm laid down in my grave.
Except for the fact I think you're more energetic now than you definitely were then.
I'm more energetic, but trust me, I am still tired on the inside.
Like,
I may portray it better, but believe me.
You remember those days though. I know you do, because you just look dead every time I saw you. I'm like, this guy's gonna die before he's 18.
This guy's already taking opioids, I know it.
I'm trying to remember the 2009 story modes. Oh, you had the Triple H one in 2009 where you could choose DX or Evolution.
Oh yeah, I remember that one actually. That one was
And you had the CM Punk one where Taz was like, no more ECW being extreme.
What the hell? What is it? Do you even call it ECW at that point?
Like, literally, that was the whole purpose of the storyline is ECW is no longer extreme.
Wouldn't you have to change the name?
I don't know.
I mean,
don't
doesn't
ask.
the E in ECW stand for extreme?
Yes. You did have you had the Undertaker Road to WrestleMania in that one. I don't remember what the final match was, but at some point Santino became a zombie and Finley became a zombie.
Santino and who?
Finley.
Oh. I thought you said Finn at first, and I was like, whoa, I know that's not right. Hold on.
I mean, they're both Irish. They both have Finn.
You time travel 10 years into the future. You meet Finn back. Yeah, he was just...
And then you had the Better Than Utopia MVP storyline when you played as Cena. Because he is better than you. You had Chris Jericho with masked attackers that was screwing Jericho out of the world title.
That.
Good, because I thought I really described that one poorly. You also had the co-op one in that one, where you got to be Rey and Batista.
Oh, I remember that too.
See, those are some of the games that I wish we could play somehow.
I know, but you know they'll never rematch them with their WWE games.
I mean, here's the thing. As long as they don't have band characters, they might. That would be the smart thing, honestly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I'm waiting for Zelda, or for Nintendo, to remaster, like, Twilight Princess again.
They just did it on the Wii U, though.
Yes, and how many copies did it sell because it was the
That's
Wii
very
U.
true. You know what the mistake was with the Wii U, though? Is naming it the Wii U. People hear
Well,
that, and they're like, is that just an upgraded version of the Wii? Is that
I mean, it
Wii?
was, but...
This is like...
Also, by just, you mean like 6 years ago?
No, but when I mean, like, upgrade version of the Wii, I mean they're thinking, like, PS4 compared to PS4 Pro. It's still the same console. That's probably,
Yeah.
that's what you think when you hear Wii U. You just think it's another version of, like, the same console.
Yeah, that's true.
It's horrible marketing for that system.
Yeah, no. I feel like we're TRG right now, because that's what Emil always says.
Oh, is it?
Chugga always says the Wii U had poor marketing.
Oh, so... Luckily they made up for that with the Switch. And I barely even got one on release. Had to wait like
Here's
6
the thing.
hours outside of GameStop at night.
Guess what the one thing I don't like about the Switch is? The storage space that it has.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
And I even have a freaking, like, extra thing in it too. And it's
Storage
still full.
space is so bad on that system. Which sucks. It's,
And
like,
it's like-
it's an amazing system, but oh my god, the storage space.
The thing is that it's like the brain. Like Smash Ultimate takes up the full space.
You never had a Wii U, right?
We did actually for a
Okay,
very
'cause I was
short
gonna say
time.
the Wii U. One thing I will give the Wii U is it probably had my favorite launch title.
Which was
that Nintendo Land. Did you ever play Nintendo Land?
I haven't.
That was I don't know why. That was such a fun game to play with my friends. Like me and my buddies would play that all the time. Like it was better than Wii Sports.
Ooh, that's a hard
I
claim to
know.
make.
I know.
Because honestly, Wii Sports was a really good game.
Yeah, I know. So that's the only thing I can give the Wii U is that it had a good launch title.
It also had Mario Kart 8 on it.
Yes, that was. I love that game. And I'm so glad we got the deluxe version on the Switch that brought back the multiplayer from Double Dash.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how they did that. Like, they got rid of battle mode in the original. I'm like, why?
Because as soon as they added that, I'm like, yep, this instantly just became the best Mario Kart game.
Hobbs, I feel like you would be a better training partner than my current training partners. Because I just keep knocking
real
this.
life as a UFC fighter, I don't think.
Yes, honestly.
I
Because
would
this
be the
guy,
equivalent of
this
CM Punk.
this guy's the size of you, to be fair. One kick to the freaking head.
I'm actually way less strong than me last time. So.
I know, that's my point.
That's the only way I was able to motivate myself past my anorexia. That was just like saying, like, oh, I put it in muscle. And that's like the fastest way to gain weight, anyways. So.
Wait, what?
Muscle, because like muscle is like 2
Oh yeah,
times.
yeah, I gotcha.
The only problem with it is though is that if you don't keep working out, that it's just gonna turn into all fat, and you'll end up looking worse than you.
Armbar. Oh, I don't like this system. So UFC 4 has 2 submission systems.
You sound like me with the submission systems with the 2K games right now. You remember that?
Yes, but
like,
this one actually has 2. Yes, but this one has 2, and moves can be either or, and you can't switch it from that. So you can have one that's a joint submission, and then one that's a different one. And yeah. No, depending on what days I actually work this week, I might start streaming this one. because now that I'm still waiting for one major bug to be fixed though. You can't do leg submissions.
Huh.
And they haven't fixed it yet, and it's been a known bug. So I'm just like, I'm waiting for it to be fixed, because it sucks not having it.
Yeah, I mean, at least 2K20 tried to fix themselves. Unfortunately, it was so bad that there was no fixing it, really, but they tried.
Well, that's what happens when you make a game in 2 months.
Yep.
Because that's honestly how I feel. Because we didn't get any updates on it until like September.
It was probably until like September that they were like, what do we do? Nope. And they're like, alright, we're screwed. We gotta do it ourselves.
No.
Like, it's gonna be crap though. What do we do? We're gonna hype the hell out of it. But it's not gonna be good. We're gonna hype the hell. We're gonna make it night. We're gonna make it super.
We're gonna put Roman and Becky on the cover of it.
Oh my god. And then we're instantly, and all those people that paid full price on it, we're instantly gonna drop that price to $20 within like a month.
I forgot they did that.
This would be off so much. I can't believe I ever spent money on this game. Honestly, the biggest regretful purchase of my life, that game.
Oh, I have bigger ones. Okay.
I feel like you bring that into a trade-in store, they're like, you can pay us $5 to take that off your hands for you. And I'd be like, okay.
It's like, I'll pay you $5 to take this off my game system. And they're just like, you know you can do this yourself. You're just like, I know. I don't want to look at this game any longer than I have to. And while, here's the thing. I like the game, the theory behind the career mode, right? I like the theory behind it. The execution was horrible.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, we're gonna push the female and make the male look like a complete idiot.
Yeah, it was funny. I never even watched or played the career mode. And that's the first time ever, I think, in a 2K game where I didn't, like, straight away play the career mode.
What? How the frick did I get injured? Game. Okay, time to hype up my fight for the next 3 weeks. Just like 2K20.
You got Mojo Riley as your partner?
What?
Is it the UFC now? You said you were gonna hype up your game for the next 2
God damn it, You're a bad person. At least you know that. This weekend I'm gonna have to... I need to... Let's see, what move should I...
This is probably just because of the time that I watched it. You know who my favorite wrestler was in TNA?
No.
I don't think anyone would guess that. Mr. Kennedy.
I was actually thinking of Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, that's right. That's who we just called him there.
Anderson.
I loved his whole freaking, like, assholes gimmick.
No, he was good. He got a few championship reigns. Which is more than WWE gave him.
Did WWE give him any?
They gave him a US, I think. They were trying to give him something. Remember they gave him money in the bank and then took it away?
Oh yeah. Why do we know why they did that?
He failed a drug test.
That figures. It's funny because they're like way less strict on that now.
Yes.
They don't
Brock
give a
Lesnar
crap.
fails.
They're always
Brock
just like,
fails
hey, it's their personal life. We don't give a shit.
Well, Brock fails a drug test because he's a part-timer. It doesn't matter. Roman failed that drug test a few years ago. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knew
that.
that.
Went to Raw.
That's right. That was that.
I was like, dear lord, this crowd is relentless. Like,
Wasn't that one of the nights that Bray Wyatt came back or something?
yeah, the Wyatt family came back. I think they started a feud with the New Day that night. Someone else came back that night too. I can't remember who though.
Paige.
Ah, that's right. I don't remember that.
Trust me, I remember it because you're just like, you sent me a message. It was just a scream or something. You know, it's funny.
Those were my cringe obsessive page days, although, to be
And
fair,
then-
that was a different page, and I still do love that page.
That was a few months before you knew the truth.
I'm not talking about the tape, I don't judge her for that, but it's just like other... She's changed in like other ways, just... Actually, you know what killed it? Was as soon as she started that whole relationship with Del Rio.
God damn it.
That's when you realize how much of a dumbass she was.
And then she still got a movie.
Which is a great movie, so I don't care.
Whereas Zelina Vega played AJ Lee. Still haven't watched it because I'm scared of watching that.
It's really good. It's hilarious too.
Well, it was produced by The Rock or something? Directed?
Yeah, produced. And then one of my favorite comedians, Stephen Merchant, directed it. So. Oh, gosh.
Do it.
But it doesn't even feel like one of those, generic, crappy B-movie WWE that WWE puts out.
Doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't even feel like that. Like, I think it actually got theatrically released too. This one, didn't it? And like, when does a WWE movie actually get theatrically released?
Damn it! Damn it.
I don't even know if the first Marine movie was theatrically released.
I think it might have been. Wasn't Stone Cold in the first Marine movie? Or is that a different movie?
No, that was John Cena was in the Marine.
Because I remember Santino making fun of Stone Cold on Raw one time. Because
no, Stone Cold was in a movie. It wasn't the Marine though. I can't remember what the movie was called, but he was in a movie.
It was something, and Santino was making fun of it. He got the living hell beat out of him for it eventually.
A question. That nobody remembers the superstar hardly. Do you know who was in the Marine 2?
What year is the Marine 2?
It's probably like 09.
09?
Maybe 11. I don't know.
Were they around for a while?
From 09 to 11. Were they what?
Were they around in WWE for a while,
yes.
or just?
I don't know. I wouldn't really say a while, but they were there for a good little bit. Hey, W Talk on the stream.
I don't know. I really don't.
Ted DiBiase. Junior.
DiBiase was actually a really good wrestler at the time.
He was. Apparently he left due to personal reasons too. Apparently he chose to leave because like he wanted to have more of a family life, less on the road because his wife had a baby or whatever.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah. If you don't respect that, you can go F yourself.
If I don't respect that, I'm a dick. I mean, I already know I am a dick, but like
you were the biggest dick.
Personally a dick. Like unselfishly a dick.
Okay, so I'm about to go into my first fight since the stream started, because training weeks take
No,
forever in
AEW
this
talk.
game.
You see the pay-per-view? Oh lord! Oh lord! Oh no! Oh, there we go. Made it over. Payback was so trash. The worst pay-per-view I've ever seen. Are you talking about Hell in a Cell 2019? You might watch
It's funny. The rest of it, literally everyone else has said it was the best pay-per-view of the year behind Mania, I feel like.
I'll read your full comment in a second. Either tells me lose this round.
Just let me lose real quick.
Because we already know I'm not going to qualify.
So, one of my favorite YouTubers slash streamers posted an 18-hour video the other day of them playing Fall Guys.
Jesus. No, you mother effer. No! Suicide. Oh, yeah. Okay. Payback was so trash. The worst pay-per-view I've ever seen. I've never seen a bad pay-per-view match. Wait, what? Worst pay-per-view ever. I've never seen a bad pay-per-view like this. Every match sucked. This has to be the worst pay-per-view ever. Backlash 2018 was better than Payback, for crying out loud. Okay, well, would you care to expound why it sucked so much? I would like to hear these reasoning.
I would too, considering those matches were good.
The only good thing tonight is Alexa was looking good.
Stop, can I mute?
It's like, so are you a fan of the actual wrestling then, or no?
Oh god,
there were
too
plenty of
soon.
good wrestling
Too
matches
soon.
tonight. I mean, rather you like the outcomes of them or not. Fair, but you can't say like there was a one good wrestling match, like technically.
I mean, most of those were good calls for the finish, I think. If not all of them were, but...
But I'm saying, even if you hated the finish of the matches, you still can't say there wasn't at least one good technical wrestling match tonight.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Apollo and Bobby Lashley was like the only one I can think of that was really technical.
That one made no sense.
Even once you count Sheamus
that one was like,
and Big E. Actually, no. Nope. Never mind. I'm gonna stop because I'm thinking of more. So, Hobbs, the question is, how long until Shayna and Sasha lose the belts?
I am wondering what they're gonna do with Bray and Alexa now. She kept watching the match. Anyways, how long till who loses the belt?
Shayna and Sasha? Or, not Shayna and Sasha.
Oh.
Shayna and Nia?
Shayna, I don't know.
I feel like it'll be really quickly, but I also think because of that, it's going to be a really long title
I
reign.
don't know if you're able to look at the stream right now because I am his round is glitching out. Oh no, wait, it's back to normal. Oh my god! Your comment in a second. Just gotta lose this round. Roman Reigns is being booked so perfectly as he right now.
Yeah, he is.
That was like such a genius move. I'm like, why has no one else ever just used their contract as somebody in the big briefcase practically? That's practically what he did. He's practically like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a note out of Seth's book of what he did to me. That's basically what went down.
Damn it. Damn it. Remember? Damn it! I don't like this one.
So the Bobby match got me sleepy. Biggie match was lame. The Riot Squad, the Biggie Samus put on a good match. The Riot Squad match was horrible. Why'd you watch the pre-show? What did you expect in high quality content? The Dominic match was terrible. The women's tag was alright.
Did you just say Dominic match was terrible?
You said the Dominic match was terrible, but that the Riddle match was okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I thought the Riddle match was probably the most
the
boring
worst
one.
match on the card. Like, I think the Riot Squad versus the Iconics was better than that match, Hobbs.
Yeah, but why did you think the matches were trash? Because I think the only match on there that started off really slow was the Matt Riddle Corbin match.
That match was over before I even knew it, so...
And then they put on a really good, fine match at the end, so it's like, okay, great, no need to continue this thing. It's like, oh wait, no, it's a Corbin feud, we're gonna drag this on for freaking 6 months. Like, why? God, why? I wanted Otis to cash it tonight. Oh lord.
I honestly thought with the 30 minutes extra, Otis was going to cash in Hobbs.
Even was this before or after you knew what Roman was doing at the end?
After.
You thought Otis was gonna cash in on Roman Reigns, perfectly healthy.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. Did you think he was going to win?
Maybe. Maybe not. Look, you're not in a position to judge, okay?
This is heel Roman Reigns. He probably would have just kicked Otis in the dick and then like, your winner, Otis, by disqualification, and still the Universal Champion. Why does anyone just do that when they get cashed in on? Why don't they just like punch the guy in the dick?
Because it's fake.
That's what I would do. No, I'm just saying script-wise. That feels like that would be like common sense. If someone cashes in the Money in the Bank on you, you're like, oh, I'm not ready for a match right now. I was like, oh wait, I'll just have them win by DQ, and then you just kick them in the dick. Like, it's that simple. Unless they're smart, like Seth Rollins, and cash in and make the match a triple threat. And you're like, oh shiz.
Pop quiz, who has held the briefcase for the longest among men?
For the longest?
Among men.
What does that mean, among men? It's not including women?
Yes. Because Carmelo's held it longer than this person.
Someone waited until WrestleMania. Yeah, wait.
Someone waited until after WrestleMania, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Was it Dolph?
It is, in fact, Dolph.
That's okay.
Because Seth cashed in at Mania, but Dolph waited until after Mania.
Oh, that's right, the night after Mania. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. And he won the title from Alberto Del Rio.
That was a great night. And then he got injured. And then
I think it was against Face Del Rio, too.
Go fetch. No, 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 no! Oh, crap, I'm just gonna let this thing take me. If Riddle vs. Corbin was long, it would be great. Yeah. I don't agree that match needed to be any longer.
The thing is, it's an opinion, so...
That's true.
Everyone's entitled to it.
Oh, gosh.
But as my best friend says, opinions are like butts. Everyone has them, and most of them stink. Unless it's about 2K20, because then it's a fact.
Keith Lee, Squash Orton, really WWE. I mean, I wouldn't say that was a complete squash match. If a match goes
That
over
was
5
definitely
minutes,
not.
I don't think
That
I'm
was definitely
classifying.
not a squash. Considering Randy almost had that thing won. Frickin'. Oh.
Then again, I guess this makes sense since the name is AEW Talk.
I'm sorry, what?
Is this
Oh,
coming
their name
from the, yeah.
is someone named AEW. Doesn't surprise me then.
Like, I like both companies. What? That's right, get that, people. How does someone do that? It's like the whole Marvel versus DC thing, which is also really stupid. People are like, are you Marvel
And you're
or
just
DC?
like, I like both.
I'm like, I read comics. Like, shut the fuck out of my family.
Get on my
I'm like, I
Comic-Con.
watch superhero movies. It's the same damn genre. I'm like, no
And
matter
then
what
just,
letter is in front of it.
and then you have me, who doesn't watch superhero movies but watches superhero animes like it's nobody's business.
It's like the same thing WWE and AEW. It's like, I watch wrestling. Okay, I watch sports entertainment.
Yeah,
Like,
I got you. Oh!
I can't say doing like, it's one or the other. You can't like both.
Guard. Bring down shots on the face.
They always like it. They always ask it like that. This one or that one? You're like, are you about to like have the power to erase the other one from existence or something? Like, why are you asking this? I'd rather watch EC3 versus No Way Jose on main event than the full Payback pay-per-view.
Is
No Way
No
Jose got released finally, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know.
Because his Twitter name is still No Jose WWE.
Why do you still know his Twitter name?
Because I saw it come up the other day on someone else's Twitter. Or someone retweeted it or something, that's all. Holy frickin'. This is the first person who might actually take me to the third round in this game.
It's like being addicted to pain.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm like, why am I still playing this game? I don't know why I'm still playing.
I could say a lot of things.
Please do. That pigeon with a flower on its head? The ring breaking was pretty cool, got to say.
The fact that the match kept going after that was the biggest surprise to me. Because like I told you, I don't think another
You know
one
what's
has
funny
ever done
about that spot, though? Is that if you go back and watch it, the ref literally had to throw himself out of the ring. Like, he threw himself over the ropes. He didn't like bounce out like they usually do. He was like, oh crap, I didn't go through. What?
So, you know how I said this might be the first person who takes me to a third round?
Yeah. Oh god.
Just knocked him out. Knocked him out with 11 seconds to the second round left.
Oh, you motherfuckers! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Oh!
Wow. I was like the second to last one. I made it.
So, sometimes this game makes me actually think someone actually got hurt. Because
they're computers.
yes, but because the faces actually move when they get hit, I just gave this dude a spinning heel kick, flush to the cheek, and the cheek just bounced.
What's up, Ryan? How you been? What did you think of the Backlash pay-per-view? So, I mean, not Backlash, Jesus. Payback pay-per-view.
Payback.
So far, we've gotten one person in that agrees, saying that it was, like, an amazing 9 out of 10, pretty much. And then we have...
Along with the two of us.
2 out of 10. What are your thoughts on pay-per-view? But yeah, I agree it's a 9 out of 10 as well. The only thing I didn't like was them continuing to drag on the Corbin feud for no reason. And then I like that Apollo won, but the booking in it did not make sense.
With him attacking Bobby
Like,
at the end?
you could watch that match with no background information and probably think that Apollo was the heel, and that Bobby is a face.
I love that. First you started with sports and wrestling talk, and then you ended up with AEW talk, and now Ryan talk.
I'm about to say, do you all have like actual talk shows? Just like,
how can we need a podcast?
Are these like actual podcasts? Like, you know, I'm no joke. I've been thinking about doing that because the majority of people only come on the stream when it's to talk about wrestling, and I feel like we would actually get views. I give Payback a solid 8 out of 10. Good fight, good show. There you go.
What was best fight though? That's the real question.
Yeah, what was your favorite fight of the night? Ryan talks. Wrestling.
Wrestling. Like, I don't know. Here's the problem with if we did a podcast, because I'm sure you don't want to do a podcast alone.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a monthly one where it's like after the pay-per-views or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, would we only talk WWE? Would we only talk AEW and WWE? Would we not count TNA?
Just like the world of wrestling in general, probably.
Okay. Because I don't watch New Japan.
Yeah,
because I ain't paying money.
But yeah, we probably hear news on it. If anything big happens, we'll probably know about it. Yeah, I actually agree with you there, Ryan. That was actually the match that surprised me the most. Was the Sasha Banks?
It definitely surprised. Like I already knew the result. That was the problem. I knew the result was going to be them winning because we knew Sasha and Bayley's imploding.
Honestly, though, I would say the triple threat might have been my favorite match too. Though, if I put aside my love for Bray,
the Fiend and Roman, your newfound love for Roman.
Here's the thing: it was well done. Given all of their characters, and every character that should have been protected was protected well. It just sucks that it had to happen so soon after he got the title.
Yeah.
But it was performed extremely well.
But the thing is, they need to put the IC title on a pay-per-view.
Perfectly well.
They really do.
I don't know why they don't either, because they've had some of their best superstars with the IC title.
AJ,
Shinsuke, Sammy, like Jesus Christ, people.
I mean, Sammy was the last one that was with.
It's like we have some of our best talents with the IC title. Now's the time not to show it.
I mean, like, Jeff now has it. Here? And while Jeff is no longer in his prime, I will never say he is. Mm-hmm. He's still a good wrestler.
Matt Riddle versus Corbin. Alright, yeah. Hey, continue for like 9 months. God, I don't want them to continue it. Like, that should have been it. There's no need to continue it.
I'm gonna pull up the match card for tonight.
Like, honestly, I may need to call stuff just happens right now. Like, I'm that upset over why Corbin needed to continue this video.
Let me pull up the match card. I have something I want to see.
Like, someone please get me Simon Miller on the phone right now.
Out of let me check. How many matches were there? Not including kickoff.
7, maybe?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In order, rank them your favorite to your least favorite.
Oh God. Let's see if I remember them all.
I will tell you them if you ask. You should remember all of them. We've talked about all of them a little bit. except for the one that I think we should have talked about a little bit more, if I'm honest.
Which one?
Ray and Dominic
Yeah.
versus Murphy and
So
Long.
it'd probably be the triple threat, and then Ray versus Dominic. This is best to worst.
Best worst, so triple threat, Ray and Dominic. Okay.
Probably the Sasha match. I don't know.
Sasha third.
I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I actually might go Big E and Sheamus next.
Big E and Sheamus fourth.
That match is actually really good.
You got 3 left.
Okay. What are my 3?
You got the U.S. title.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Lee and Randy.
Oh, yes.
And, King Corbin versus Matt Riddle.
Okay, so Keith Lee and Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Riddle, and then U.S. title.
U.S. title worst.
I still like it, but the booking made no sense at all.
I can understand that.
And I just like the other matches. But actually, I don't know, match-wise, Matt Riddle would probably be the worst, but booking-wise with the match, it would be.
Because so, in my opinion, and I don't know why, it's probably because of let's say, if I put my love for Rey Mysterio aside, because I already told you about that earlier, so Rey will always probably have a little bit of bias, but overall, I definitely would say...
Jesus, 4 likes, thank you guys.
Yeah, the world title match definitely comes in at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put Keith Lee and Randy
Paul
at
Heyman is
second.
such a genius.
So, Lee and Orton second. Mysterios versus Fake Jesus and his disciple. Sasha and Bailey.
He's not fake Jesus, he's just CrossFit Jesus.
That's why I said last week, and you booed me out of the building. Apollo Crews, and then Riddle versus Corbin. That was the only match I think we didn't have to
You know what is a damn crime? Them only giving Riddle versus Shorty G 90 seconds on SmackDown.
Yeah, that is a damn crime.
Oh my god, that pissed me off.
Because
you know, if they let them, those two could have put on a banger if they wanted to.
Yeah. Because Riddle has an actual MMA background. Mm-hmm. Gable has an Olympic wrestling background.
Welcome back, CR2. CR21.
CR21. Oh no, we're gaming with CR21 instead of sports and wrestling talk.
Finally, someone that's not a podcast. Actually, to be fair, I think CR21's channel, his other channel, actually is a podcast. Because he was doing a Payback pay-per-view predictions video with Collins. Which is a smart thing to do. Like, I wouldn't mind doing Collins, but like, I don't know how I would give them a phone number that wasn't my phone number.
I mean, you could always do the PlayStation.
Yeah, and then and then they're forever friends with me and are always sending me messages. I'm like, hey, do you want to play online? And I'm like, dude.
You can unfriend people, bud.
And then I feel like a dick.
Okay, fine. You can add them on Discord.
Yeah, that works.
Because I'm trying to think, can you even record just audio?
Because like I've given in to people before wanting to send me a friend request on PlayStation. And again, it's usually like some 5-year-old or something constantly sending me party invites or game invites wanting to get online. I'm like, listen, kid. No. Like, I appreciate your respect for the channel and that you actually find my annoying arse entertaining somehow. But
here's my question for you. How would we even, if we were to do a podcast, how would we even do it?
You gave your phone number out for 300 subscriber special? Alright, you do you. I mean, we could do Discord like you said. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
no,
would
we're
have
not inviting people. Yeah, that's a good question.
because I don't
Because
know
we
how
could
to
do it on a PlayStation party chat, but I'm wondering what we would be able to, like,
you would need
stream
to play.
in the
Yeah, you would
background
need to have
without
a.
playing.
I mean, you can honestly have anything, I guess overall.
I
Because
mean,
you
maybe
just have it
something
like.
that, like, simulates, I don't know.
Because you know how we just like, if you like go into the menu or something when you're streaming, it
Hmm.
just comes up with the no camera thing.
Right. Oh, and I lost.
You could always do that.
Yeah.
But,
And then, that's the thing, too. We don't necessarily... Oh, it'll probably be better if we did it live.
I mean, we could record too. Like that's not a
Hmm.
problem either. But I don't know if it records audio when you're just recording video.
I could actually do it over, live stream it from my phone, too. And then just have you
Yeah,
over, like, a speaker or something. I don't know.
maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know. Give people something. We should probably give people something better to look at besides my face, though. 5
I
likes.
mean,
Thank y'all. But yeah, what to put on in the background? Because we're not going to be playing anything, really. I mean, we
no.
can't anyways. You don't have PlayStation Plus.
I mean, I could still be playing something,
But yeah,
and no one would.
so
No
yeah,
one
that's a
would
good...
know.
So yeah, that's the only thing we'd have to figure out is what we'd put on in the background.
I
That would be
mean,
entertaining, but not too distracting. From, like, the actual...
I don't know. Like because it's the PlayStation, it's not like here's the thing. We could do this like in the very near future because I'm planning on getting an actual gaming PC.
Hmm.
So
I have a
then this will
gaming
be
laptop,
easy.
but I just use it for regular laptop purposes.
I mean, that's fine. That's a good purpose for it too. It has multiple purposes.
Hmm.
But like normally, like gaming laptops and stuff have things for you so that you can like record things already.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I want to get one of
and
those capture cards that lets you like stream live, so I can just do
yeah,
like
but
other consoles besides the PlayStation.
yeah, because I'm sure you don't like just doing the PlayStation.
I do
So I'm sure
most
there's
now,
because
but I'm
like
sure if I
there's
had
a
the option to stream, it would motivate me to play the Switch more instead of just letting it collect dust right now.
yeah, I would love to stream things from the Switch,
You would
but
no, you would what?
I'd love to stream things from the
Mm-hmm.
Switch. Xenoblade. That'd be a really long stream though. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
It's funny. How long did you play Animal Crossing before you were like, nope?
Less than you, that's for sure.
But what was it for you? Like a week?
It was about a month actually.
Okay.
I got
I
my
mean,
time
I
out
think
of
I just upgraded my house all the way and everything.
it. And then you're just like, I'm done.
Because, like, like in Animal Crossing, I love completing my museum and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
you get the furniture way too slow. Like, Red hardly ever visits as much as he should. And
Yeah, I got you. There's just so many games that I wish I could stream. Because Steam has a lot of games that have, like, Don't Starve Together, or even just Don't Starve. And then there's Gang Beast, Hobbs, and then there's Gang Beast. The... Probably one of the funniest games there has ever been.
Oh, another comment. James Ellsworth 2020. God damn it.
Oh boy, here we go. You notice how
I'm
we
sure if you could
switched?
legally vote right now, sports wrestling talk, I have no doubt that you would actually put that in your ballot.
I mean, it might be better than all the options that we actually have. But let's not
That's
get
true, but here's
political.
the sad thing. We're not going to get political, but here's the sad thing about voting. Is that even if that is better than all the options you have, by not
It's not
voting
actual.
for one person, you're practically voting for the other. You might as well just not be submitting in a vote.
Yeah. Hobbs, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to be dead serious with me.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever played Skyrim?
Yes.
How long did you play?
Actually, probably no. I played Oblivion.
Okay. Because I got Skyrim a few months ago when it was on sale for like $15. So
How do you like it?
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. James Ellsworth is the intergender champion
Oh
on
god.
GTS wrestling. What the hell is GTS wrestling?
I don't know. I don't think I
I
want
think I
to.
want to know. Yeah, I was just saying. Wait. Gay, transgender. Okay,
Hobbs,
gay, transsexual. I don't
Hobbs,
know.
you're offending people.
No, I'm just because he said intergender, so that's what I assume it's for. I didn't say anything against
You
it.
know, I'm surprised the first thing you say is go to sleep.
I do not want James Ellsworth to represent that brand.
Oh, but you're fine with Matt Riddle.
I never said I was fine with Matt Riddle.
Because Matt Riddle used the bro to sleep
And
earlier, remember
I
that?
never said I was fine with that. I don't like Matt Riddle using all those other famous finishers because it just ends up making them like look like weak moves. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Bro to sleep.
Because if you just make it, if you just use it as a regular move, it just like it just diminishes it.
Fair. But what do you have to say about moves like big boots?
Yeah, and then you have someone like JBL who like comes out and uses a clothesline as his finisher. Is like what?
Although to be fair, his looks pretty deadly at
Yeah,
times.
it does.
Um.
Or like my favorites are always the leg drop finishers. I'm always just like, really? Like really?
And now you look at Hulk Hogan's back 20 years after he does it. Man, that man might be the biggest douche in the world. But that man went through a lot for his fans.
Yeah.
That back
Accurate.
is there's no recovering with
But
that
on the other hand, went a lot through for his fans, or for his ego, and is now paying the consequences for it.
Fair enough. Also, I have 4 Lego games that I've barely touched. I just realized that.
Or are they some of the newer ones?
Lego Harry Potter.
Eh.
Lego Marvel Superheroes. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
I've touched Harry Potter because I don't know why.
Lego Batman 2 might have been the last alright Lego game.
That was actually the only Lego Batman game I played.
The first one's one of the greatest. Sheldon Benjamin MVP should win tag titles. I'd be so down with that, honestly.
Yeah, it might actually do something for the Hurt Business.
Alright, there you go. Sports and wrestling talk. You won comment of the night.
You doing comment of the night now? Okay.
You also won a worst comment of the night with James Ellsworth 2020, but you put yourself back up there.
Hold on. I think there was a worse one saying that the show was trash.
Did you know? That's fair. Did you know what the Razzie Awards are?
No.
Okay, so they're kind of like the Oscars, but they
Oh
give
no.
rewards to like for like the worst stuff of the year. So like worst movie, worst performance by an actor and actress. Anyways, there is actually an actress, I think it was Sandra Bullock, who actually managed to win. The only person in history who managed to win the Oscar for Best Actress and the Razzie for Worst Actress in the same year. And I was like,
What?
damn.
Shots fired?
Like, question mark? Because you still won an Oscar, but you're like...
Like, I don't know how to react to that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a weird one.
I kind of want to do a short stream. I don't know what to stream.
You
It's
remember
like a
right
really
now?
short one. Like, until you're done, and then I'm gonna finish. Because I'm tired. But I don't have to start going to work until Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I can get off now if you want.
No, I was gonna go until you were done, I'm saying. Just so I'm staying awake.
Okay, so, okay, yeah, I'll keep going then. Because I'm honestly ready to end whenever at this point.
Oh,
So-
okay then, go ahead and finish then.
So I'll just go when you're done. Well, I don't really care either way. Do you want to stream
go
right
ahead.
now?
I mean, I was just trying to stay awake.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll do this last game probably.
Because you guys remember, it's almost 1 here already.
Well, why you keep hating on James Ellsworth? Why you keep high praising James Ellsworth?
The worst wrestler in all of history.
Yeah.
He's worse than Zach Gowen.
The man almost got himself killed in the ring, okay? And that's proof enough that he's a bad wrestler. That's why I hate on James Ellsworth.
I mean, Zach Gowen almost got himself killed. That's because he was one-legged. And Brock pushed him down a set of stairs. 2003 was a weird year, bud.
Yep. What year did Matt Hardy get thrown through the wall?
2002.
It was around the same time.
The early 2000s were a weird time. Let's just put it that way.
Although it had probably the best Lesnar.
Yeah. Because then you have the return of Lesnar.
I did hella good on that one.
So, Hobbs. Speaking of Brock Lesnar, what was his first match back?
By fluke. Wrestling talk by fluke. He had 2 world title matches that beat AJ 3 times. And won the first ever What was that?
What was the first Brock Lesnar match he had when he came back?
Oh, against John Cena. Extreme Rules.
And who won?
John Cena.
Yep. And then what was his next match though?
Was it Triple H?
It was.
After he broke his arm.
Yep.
And then he broke Shawn Michaels' arm during that feud too, I think.
Is that the same one?
I remember when he went and like trashed Triple H's office. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, what the hell is I watching?
So, and who won that match?
Was it Triple H?
I feel like it was Triple H. I think he pedigreed him on steps.
Because I know they had a steel cage match at that point.
I think it was Triple H. SummerSlam 2012? I want to say that was the year.
Well, that's what happens when you come back and you go against the 2 longest lasting shovels in the business. Although Triple H would be like the exact opposite of a shovel now. Probably has the #1 WrestleMania losing streak.
Oh no, Brock Lesnar definitely won.
Against Triple H?
Brock Lesnar, yep, he won by submission. I definitely remember Triple H beating him 1 point.
Well, I think they had more than 1 match.
That might have been the first one, though.
Again, I'm pretty sure I know they had a match in a steel cage.
And I know they had one where Triple H won by pedigree on a set of steel stairs. That was Brock Lesnar's weakness during that point in time, was steel stairs. Because Cena AA'd him onto a set of steel stairs and then won.
Gotcha.
CM Punk, oh yeah, that was the...
Also
that was
chain.
That was the SummerSlam where Big Show got entered into the triple threat into a match between Cena and Punk.
Big Show?
Yeah. Remember Cena and Punk both made him tap out?
Oh.
At one point, and AJ restarted the match. Because Punk had the Anaconda Vice. Punk had the Anaconda Vice locked in, and Cena had got the.
Was this for the title?
Yes.
So what happened?
AJ restarted the match.
Okay, I know. Then what happened after that? That's what I'm saying.
CM Punk won. CM Punk...
Let me off this bar! Let me off this bar!
Okay then. This was also when Sheamus was a dominant world champion.
Cesaro and Sheamus just raped me.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay. In the stream, everyone. I was, just end it with that statement. No, I was, there was like a bar swinging by, and you had to jump over it.
The bar. I got it.
Yeah, you got it. But yeah, I did not jump over the bar in time though, and it kept dragging me for like a solid minute before I got it. Like I could not get up.
The bar just killed me.
Yeah.
You are Katie Beck.
Alright, on that note, good night everybody.
Yeah, there you go.